the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20.
You know what? Why don't you just start over?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
18 Cardinal. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Freeman. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, Freeman got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Freeman. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm coming after you. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff comes to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
You think you gonna get this? And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I got you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Freeman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Freeman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
To throw on 3rd down. Freeman. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Money! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Screen, watch the screen. Right there. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Freeman.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch. Street. Kill. He's coming. Go, Rig. Go. He's coming. Go.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Herbert on first down now. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Herbert off of play action. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Lucky.
Mustang 19. Check 99.
Herbert now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the handoff, it's Moss.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the screen. Mike 8. Mike 8. You can't block me. Mike 8. Mike 8. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. Freeman.
He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Freeman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it's still way to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to Davis. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
You ain't doing nothing. No street. You ain't doing nothing today. Check.
Throwing on 1st down. Freeman. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Here we go. Check. Rig alert. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? 18, pioneer.
On 1st and 10, Freeman.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
See 47. Check smash.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Freeman. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Double up. Watch safety creeping.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Check tight. Cougar 19. Chap 60.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They pitch it to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Following the penalty, Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, sack. Bronco 80. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the intercept. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, Freeman. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Freeman.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Looking to throw, Freeman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Back to throw, Freeman. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in
the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Browns are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Pin the mirror.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Freeman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Freeman eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The fullback Janovich on the handoff. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Oh, that's got to frustrate them a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Check 52.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Freeman. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. This a quick pass to Davis. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Roth. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, the man here, Schwartz, complete.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
No. Off. Watch twist.
He finds his man, complete. It's Roth. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Check. Crunch.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2nd and 6.
It's a party now. Switch.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better.